Alrighty then, what's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. Welcome back to another edition of our Stay at Home Open Mic. We're live and live at 915. My name is Richie David Marrufo, your MC and host tonight, and we are presented by the Barbed Wire Open Mic series in El Paso, Texas. This is like any other open mic, except it is online. So if you want to perform, we do have some spaces still open. There is a link in the description, and we're here every Monday. So if you just want to check it out, fill it out, and see what this is all about, you can join us next Monday. Or if you feel courageous enough, maybe there'll be enough time to join us by the end of the night. We go a few hours. We want to make sure everyone gets on. And because of the magic of the internet, we are able to stream and connect with people from anywhere in the world, which is what we often do. We jump around all over the country, and we do have friends that join us internationally, and that's super fun. So, yeah, this show in particular, we welcome spoken words. If you have some poetry or prose that you want to share, that could be original, or it could even be covers, right? As Kit always likes to say, if musicians can do it, so can writers, so can poets. And I think that's really great because I've discovered a lot of new, fun poets, both contemporary and from the past that way. Of course, we're listening to the poets of the future and the present right now. Of course, you can share new material, you can share old stuff. I always find it fascinating when people find old notebooks and share what they found in them. It's cool to see people's progress over the years. In addition, we also, of course, welcome some music. So if you sing, if you play an instrument, if you do both at the same time, if you play instrumentals, you rap, sign up as well. We'd love to have you. Otherwise, like I mentioned, we are based out of El Paso, Texas. If you are in the region, we do have live open mics where you can join us. So this is the part of the show where I do the brief announcements. I'll try and be brief. Tuesday, always we will be downtown. So tomorrow, the 17th, we will be at Mona Bar on San Antonio Street. There's a big comedy festival this weekend. So if that is your thing, that is the 20th and 21st. It's like the Chuco Town Comedy Festival. A lot of locals, but also a lot of out of towners. It's going to be all along San Antonio Street. So most of the bars are going to be active. Check that out if you are interested. Otherwise, we are going to be at Craft Rhythm and Brews on Friday. Oh, actually, there's kind of like a bonus event at Old Sheepdog Brewery on the 19th. Ivy Magana, who's come here like maybe twice in the early days. She is mostly a comedian, but she also writes. She's a poet, and she's been doing some of her musics as well. I mean, some of her musics, sorry, some of her songs and music at the open mics. She has a little birthday. It's called Ivy. Ivy has no friends, but friends will be performing. I think Kit, Josh Marin, We the Things, a couple other peeps. The was that troupe gonna do their thing? The cabaret troupe? I think so. So check that out. That's gonna be a little cheap dog. We'll probably repost it on our stories and stuff. So you can check that out. But the 20th, we are gonna be at Craft Rhythm and Brews, and it's a new thing that we're doing. It's I mean the same thing, but in a new lens. It's Grizz Presents. It's the Speakeasy. It is an open mic for music and poetry, kind of keeping it the same. But in this case, we're doing featured artists, which is a really cool spotlight. This Friday, we're gonna be featuring singer-songwriter Jordan Taylor, who is really great. Check her out on social media. She performs all over town. So it's just kind of nice to shine a spotlight on a musician or performer of some sort. We're also incorporating artists now. It's nice to incorporate the visual arts, and this Friday will also be my homie Diego Robot, who is kind of a El Paso icon in the art scene. He's done a lot over the last decade or so. So those are quick announcements. For anything else, follow us on social media if you've not had a chance. Barbed Wire Open Mic. Without further ado, oh, sorry, one last thing because it's a new semester. I'm just forgetting this. If you are watching and you're an EPCC student and you're here for the Download Passport program, then I will have to get you a QR code. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, first of all, participate in the chat. Say hello. Let us know that you're listening. And during the show, after several performers, I'm going to post instructions on how you can follow up and I can get you that code. All right, so there you go. That's it. That's it. We're going to go and start the open mic. Open mic peeps, you guys mostly already know the rules. 5 to 7 minutes more or less max. You don't have to use all that time, of course. As always, feel free to share your social media. If you have any websites, merchandise, albums, or books, definitely promote that stuff. All right, so this is the part of the show where I talk the most. I'm going to go and turn it over to our awesome performers. And as always, we're going to kick things off in Denver, where we have Mike Sindler in the house. Mike, thank you for sitting through my long intro. Yeah, lead us into the night. Appreciate you,
Yeah,
man. Happy
I
Monday.
survived all as well. Um, yeah, greetings from Denver, where lighthouseriders.org is based, but of course is available wherever you are. So you can take workshops and classes and all kinds of good stuff like that. Uh, there were a lot of lighthouse people at the Jaipur International Literary Festival yesterday in Boulder. It was nice seeing them. I'm going to go ahead and start with an older piece called Easier Living Backwards, which goes, it's not easier living backwards, no matter what those other poets said. Stuck here in the middle with a burning fiddle and broken hourglass sand. Probably still won't make sense at the end when inverted line is complete. Planned destination, expect no retreat. Stretch rubber band clipped at each end. Time taut string to vibrate, twanging hum while memory's thumb birthed blues. And I'm going to move to that to something that actually makes a little bit more sense, called epitome. What comes after the epitome? Is that when you get rid of me? Moment staged to strategic retreat, softened, savage exposition of defeat. What comes before the inception? Does time exist beyond perception? How to build on what is not constructed? Could a dream undreamed be abducted? What space lies between the nadir, beneath the nadir? Is depression deeper than a crater? Spirit tumbling from sky to sea for lack of you and too much of me. And I said it would make more sense. I didn't say it would make a lot. And this one makes almost no sense at all that I wrote yesterday. It's called the RFK Jr. Diet. RFK Jr. ate an armadillo. RFK Jr. ate a crow. RFK Jr. ate a buffalo. RFK Jr. ate the Geico gecko. RFK Jr. ate a chinchilla. RFK Jr. ate a mountain gorilla. RFK Jr. ate Godzilla. RFK Jr. ate Tokyo. RFK Jr. went on a diet. RFK Jr. kept the wildlife quiet. So that is a string of little nonsense for you there, folks. And now I will put on the hat and get serious. Um, as y'all know, this is Suicide Awareness Prevention Month, so I did want to read some pieces that I felt might touch on the idea. They're sort of mental health centered. And this first one is by the great Belle of Amherst, Emily Dickinson. It's called The Soul Has Bandaged Moments. Or if you're looking through the whole thing, it's number 360. The soul has bandaged moments when too appalled to stir, she feels some ghastly fright come up and stop to look at her, salute her with long fingers, caress her freezing hair. Sip, goblin, from the very lips the lover hovered o'er, unworthy that a thought so mean accost a theme so fair. The soul has moments of escape when bursting all the doors, She dances like a bomb abroad and swings upon the hours, as do the bee delirious born, long dungeon from his rose, touch liberty and then know no more but noon and paradise. The soul's retaken moments when felon led along with shackles on the plumed feet and staples in the song. The horror welcomes her again. These are not braid of tongue. And that's a lesser known one of her poems, but still just as great. Um, this next one is by our current poet laureate of the U.S., the great Ada Limon, who, if you haven't read her stuff, I cannot recommend highly enough. It's called The Conditional. Say tomorrow doesn't come. Say the moon becomes an icy pit. Say the sweet gum tree is petrified. Say the sun's a foul black tire fire. Say the owl's eyes are pinpricks. Say the raccoon's a hot tar stain. Say the shirt's plastic ditch litter. Say the kitchen's a cow's corpse. Say we never get to see it. Bright future, stuck like a bum star, never coming close, never dazzling. Say we never meet her, never him. Say we spend our last moments staring at each other, hands knotted together, clutching the dog, watching the sky burn. Say it doesn't matter. Say that would be enough. Say you'd still want this, us alive, right here, feeling lucky. And lastly, read another of our current absolute treasures as a poet, Naomi Shihab Nye, and this is called The Rider. A boy told me if he roller skated fast enough, his loneliness couldn't catch up with to him. The best reason I ever heard for trying to be a champion. What I wonder tonight, pedaling hard down King William Street, is if it translates to bicycles. A victory to leave your loneliness panting behind you on some street corner while you float free in a cloud of sudden azaleas, pink petals that have never felt loneliness, no matter how slowly they fell. Thank y'all very much.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Michael, as always, for kicking things off, and a great selection, as always, of originals and covers. Awesome poets, as always, and for keeping the hat tradition alive. If you do the cover poem, it's always fun to throw on a little cap, a little hat. Yeah, so once again, welcome to our open mic. If you're just getting here, we got poets signed up, we got musicians signed up, and we have a little bit of room for you if you're watching on YouTube and want to participate. If you want to join in, if not, sit back, relax, type in the chat, let us know you're here. It's always fun to interact with people who are watching it live during the live stream. So, with that said, let's go ahead and kick things off. Continue onwards to our friend Doc Janning, who is a dual wielding poet laureate in South Euclid, Ohio. Doc, when you are ready, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you. We were discussing uh, political lies earlier, and this is a poem titled Lies. It's still unfinished, but you'll get the drift. I hear more and more lies from politicians of all stripes, from political parties, large and small, from religious leaders of all faiths, from businesses, corporate and non, from everyday folks. Where does it stop? When did opinion become truth and lies become facts? In a desert of lies, how do we find the grains of truth? This is two worlds, walking, flying between two worlds, worlds of we are and we aren't, a world of together, another of tout me manque, a world of a glowing infinity, another of twilight memories, a world of Tonglen and Darshan, another of distance and sense of loss, a world of your voice scent and taste and touch, another of saudade, a world of peace and home, another of stravaging and deride. And this is holding on and letting go. You are the love of my life. I never knew I could love as deeply as I love you. Each day, I love you more. With you, I feel understood, safe and secure, home and cared for. I will love you until the forever, beyond forever. All I care is that you are happy, whether we are together or not. And I will finish with a cover poem from the chapbook titled The Salt of the Geologic World by Jennifer Brown, who is an instructor at Frostburg State College in Frostburg, Maryland. The title is I Don't Know What to Do with All My Wanting. I don't know what to do with all my wanting, but rub myself along the surfaces of things. My arms in dew-damp summer sweet scuff my blistered feet across graveled asphalt, sneak into the soap felt kelp tips of slapping car wash columns. I want to swim into the sea's true kelp forests, want to tangle my limbs in all that collagenous streak, want to slip into every river, every fen and bog and swamp, to stand beside the grocery lettuce mister and wonder at my hands. In labs, they can turn on a gene and express iridescence, make the unexpected body glow. And here you've switched a thing in me that wants all the ways of touching, wants its wet mouth against what might try to save it, wants the salt of the geologic world on its tongue, wants elbows on tables, sauces streaking forearms. I want to rub my greedy cheeks against anything with fur, want to press my teeth into what might resist them lightly, want to chip into cambium, sapwood, heartwood, want to drag branches and dam rivers, make a space where my industry, the full desire of all my body, can make a destructive, sheltering place for us to dwell. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, thank you. And any announcements? Where can people find you online?
You can find me at Doc Janning on Facebook, and I'm going to throw my next edition of Second Sunday Poets into the chat. It will be on October 13th. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for sharing that. And for those of you tuning in for the first time, yes, Doc is indeed a prehistoric dragonfly. I always say butterfly, damn it. I always mess that one up. No, thanks for joining us again, Doc. And let's go and continue. We're going to come back to El Paso for this next performer, who is one of our celebrated poets. Several collections of poems already published, with more on the way. Let's go ahead and bring up Robin. Happy Monday, Robin. Good to see you again.
Happy Monday, Richie. Happy Monday, everybody. And happy Mexican Independence Day. I would be remiss if I didn't read my grito poem. It's called Rainy Morning, Early Fall. Hear the grito of thunder before the mayor of Juarez gets up this morning, for he was awake at midnight, ringing the bell and shouting it out. Father Miguel, they hear you still and imitate your call to arms. Every September around this time, I listen for the black-chinned hummingbirds clattering in the pine and cedar. They're not off yet for the high plateau of the revolution in Mexico, where I see them in their winter home. The white statue of Ignacio Allende stares down at the Jardín in San Miguel. Within hours of the first grito, an army of the poor had assembled and begun to march to Mexico City. Through Atotonilco, the banner of La Virgen in her starry blue cape held aloft as they thronged around her. I hear the birds thrumming overhead, diving for a sip of the red plastic flower. Will they leave when the wind blows south for the geraniums still in bloom 5,000 miles from here? Allende hung back. He and Father Miguel were captured and murdered. The ragtag army melted back into their impoverished lives. The hummingbird migrates alone, never in flocks. Battles for insects and flowers along the route. All summer the black-chins have fought and mated, their young have fledged. What is it that caused them to migrate? A certain slant of light, the cooler mornings? What caused men to move? A priest in a pulpit, a general in a nearby colonial city? Today, on Avenida 16 de Septiembre, people will move in a parade and celebrate as if there's no migration out of this murderous city terrorized by the drug gangs. The rich can migrate to El Paso, protected by a border, and the poor, downtrodden, still again. All right, so I'm going to read some more early fall poems. This one is called Shape of Flow, Early Autumn, and it's from Flow, which won the Southwest Book Award. The first yellow leaf eddies to the ground. The grackle lets loose. A cliff of sound, your shell of an ear swirls within. Hawks scream and hummingbirds cheep, sine waves when the wind keens. How will you convey their crossing migrations over magnetic landscapes while stormwater erodes the bluffs, where boulders hibernate in arroyos as snails whirl around the sunflower while quail hurry, herding the young? When over the bosque, sandhill cranes curve into the corn, gold in the field, their hollow bones playing more than one song before you disappear. Mockingbirds shiver like pine needles in the mountains of thirst and return. You invite their vowels to bode in your mouth, ready to speak, not with a newborn's first breath, but with the old river's consonants. And then I'm going to read a sonnet from a time I went to the Gila Wilderness. Well, I just barely went there, but anyway. You have to have a guide deep into the wilderness. And this is a sonnet. It's a rhyming sonnet. Looks like it's a Petrarchan sonnet. Grammar borealis flow from the Black Range. The hawk is well versed in so many tenses, including the perfect. Gold wings convex against the sky have made a fringe of onyx as he utters above the mountains and fences his speeches to the whirlwind in sentences. The sunburst winds up in cloudy syntax. Then the shadow declines into the vortex, so the wind itself has to make inferences. I hike, I dip my feet into the Gila. Blank-breasted hawk, no pronoun betrays you, your thermal verb conjugated in blue. A clause under black pines, hot springs heal all aching adverbs. Algae spells out rust colors as winds still parse the passive voice of stars. All right. Now I have a cover poem. That was my rhyming sonnet. Now I have a cover poem, Elegy to Silence by Federico Garcia Lorca. I don't know who translated this. Oh yeah, I do. It's translated by a woman named Catherine Brown. July 1920. Silence. Where are you taking your window pane misted with laughter, with words and sobs from the trees? Silence, how do you wash the dew of song and the sonorous strands of distant oceans from the tranquil whiteness of your cloak? Who heals you when some old water wheel in the fields drives its slow dart through your grass? Where do you go if at sunset you are wounded by bells and your backwaters are broken by flocks of songs and the great golden murmur that falls on blue mountains in tears? The winter air splinters your blue, and the quiet lament of some cool spring cuts through your groves. Wherever you lay your hands, you find laughter's thorn or the hot axe blow of passion. Even out among the stars, the solemn buzzing of blue birds unsettles the poise of your hidden skull. Fleeing from sound, your sound itself, ghost of harmony, smoke of the cry and of song. On dark nights you come to us to whisper the infinite, word without breath, without lips. Riddled with stars and ripe with music, silence, where do you take your extra human sorrow, trapped in melodious spider webs? Your holy source now dry forever. Today, cloudy with thought, your waves drag sonorous ash and ancient sorrow. The echoes of cries now vanish forever, the distant clamor of a mummified ocean. If Yahweh has fallen asleep, silence, ascend the radiant throne, crack an extinguished star over his head, and gravely still the eternal music of light. Then go back to the source from which, in the eternal light, before God and time, you peacefully flowed. Woo. All right, that's a great poem. by Federico Garcia Lorca. And you can find me on Facebook under my name. And you can find me on Instagram under my the beginning of my Gmail, Robinsco321. So if you want one of my books, Flow or Rigid High Pressure, let me know. Thank you, everybody.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Robin. Appreciate it. As always, love the hat and the fit. Um, yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in, this is our online open mic. We have people from El Paso, Chucotown, but also from all around the country and the world. And we welcome you guys. Good to have you here. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, say hello. It's nice to see who's tuning in and checking this out. Again, if you're an EPCC student, stick around and I will let you know how to get that Tejano Passport credit. Otherwise, let's go ahead and keep things going. We do have a debut, and I've seen the name before on other online mics, so it's cool to see a debut here. She's in New York City. And next up, we have Marilee Johnson. So great to have you with us. Let's see, let me make sure you're here. Hello, hello. I want to make sure you're here with us and can hear. Marilee? Maybe, maybe not. All right. So while we wait, quick moment to see if you're here with us, Marilee. I do want to announce again, if you're an EPCC student and you're here for the Tejano Passport, this is what I'll ask you to do. Just listen in for the show, tune in, hang out as much as you can, and then send me an email. Um, Send me an email. I'll leave that in the chat for you. And who did you enjoy? What did you like? What stood out to you about the online mic from people's poetry, from their words? And I'll get back to you with the code. Yeah, Marilee. So if you are here, make sure to unmute that way, because I'm just waiting for the unmute or for you to turn on your camera, and then I'll switch over to you. Or we could push you back in case you stepped away for a moment. Sometimes people do that. That's the hard thing about doing this mic, and we're all in different rooms around the world. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes people have to step away. So just one more time, I'll ask, and then we'll kind of push you down. Maybe you're not ready yet. We'll check in on you. I did send you a message as well. Yeah, there you are. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up? You have to unmute.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was coming up so quickly. I apologize. But
okay.
I was just doing a quick run through, so I'm ready. So I'm gonna do some comedy tonight. So I'll just take it from here. So today I took a mental health day from my therapist. The stress was getting to me. I needed a break. All those talks about how bad my life is, it's depressing. Maybe I should go in and talk about flowers, maybe read poetry about pretty things. It might make her feel better. She might start looking forward to my appointments. And when you have a happy therapist, maybe you have a happy client. I think this should be looked into. I've been in therapy a while now. It feels like the longer you're in therapy, the more diagnoses they come up with. Sometimes the more meds you take. I've been pretty confident I could come up with their diagnoses too. We're both sitting there having a notebook face-off. What does that mean? Textbook psychosis. Or is her cigar just a cigar? But the current therapist for several years now seems pretty normal. I can't seem to trip her up. She's a fantastic role model. It's always nice to have someone who can be solidly in your court. I was on the subway recently and the announcer announced that he was doing a subway test. He said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That concludes the test. I think that's a test of whether you can count backward from 5. Are you able to touch your nose with alternating fingers while you do this? Hop on one foot? You could practice a variety of skills as a subway announcer. I always thought it would be fun to be a rapping subway announcer, but in an emergency, that would be pretty awkward. This is an emergency. A shooter's on the loose, but be calm as you run or walk toward the caboose. He's in car 497. That's a third from the front. Good luck to first and second cars. I guess you'll have to punt. If you roll with the punches, we should all get through this. But if he does shoot at you, I hope that he'll miss. If you see something suspicious, do let us know. Oops, an old announcement. I guess that's gotta go. Just some reassurance at the end of the day. You'll all get a refund. You won't have to pay. It's my first day on the job. It's been quite a test. So please fill out our survey, and say, I'm the best. Then I have two things that are maybe more like a skit. The first one is called Fireside Chat. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Fireside Chat. I encourage you to get comfy, ideally beside a crackling fire with your slippers and cardigan and a hot drink, a dog at your feet. I have Roscoe at mine. Yes, girl, you're such a pretty baby. In short, pull up a fireside with me. Phew, they can get pretty hot pretty fast. Of course, if you do have a fire, you'll want to locate your pet quickly, which is why it's a good idea to have your pet with you at the first sign of smoke. It's really starting to smell strong now. Instead of trying to put the fire out yourself, it's better to just escape and then call the fire department. It's coming through the wall. Come on, Roscoe. Ah! Tune in next time. Ah! And my last piece I kind of loosely refer to as Towel King. Knock, knock. Who are you? It is I, Dorothy. Why do you dare enter the kingdom of the Towel King? Wait, I thought this was going to be about Tolkien. You misunderstood. I am the great and powerful Towel King. What business have you here? I have a book review? This is not about books. This is about towels. For 40 years, my towel kingdom has stood. Can you do a towel review? Okay. It's fluffy, sort of. Yes, go on. It's soft, and I imagine it must be very absorbent. You must sound sure. Well, it's a review. Okay, let me dip it in water. Yes, it seems very absorbent. Wow, there's no water left in the vase. And what about the smell? The smell? Would you be willing to put your nose into it and take a big sniff? That depends whether it's been used before. It is brand new. It has been cleaned with a wonderfully scented laundry detergent. Go on, sniff. Okay. Achoo! That doesn't look good if you sneeze upon smelling my towels. Look, I can't help it, okay? I have sensitive skin. I must be allergic to your towels. Listening to the customer. That is the thought. That is the going trend. People will like you better for it. Thank you for your feedback. If I could just ask one question. I'm looking for the great and powerful Oz. This is not the place for Oz. You must go down the hall, second door on the left, and if your dog left any presents on my rugs, you will pay the cleaning fee. Good day. Thank you very much. I appreciate you listening.
Yeah, thank you, Marilee. Do you have any place where people can like just follow what you do online and support your work?
I could put my IG handle in the chat.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I'll
Thank
I'll forward
you.
that. Thanks for
Okay.
joining us.
Thanks.
Always appreciate it. Original work. It's been a while since we've had a comedy on here, so I forget how we do the Zoom stuff. Like if we unmute, so we can react. But thank you for that. It was like more skits and stuff. We love it.
Thank you.
Always appreciate comedy that doesn't punch down, and also it is fitting as Kit was mentioning in the chat, Mental Health Awareness Month. So thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Yeah. So, once again, this is our online mic. I want to give a shout out to Sue Schnitzer. Thanks for tuning in on the live chat with us. Yeah, we're due for another session. So when you are available, sign up because we miss your music. That nice ukulele sound and just the lyrics, the lyricism as well. But we're gonna go ahead and continue, guys. And that kind of worked out perfectly because we have a little buffer. Next up, we have Kit Ren, Mr. Monday Night, who will be hosting at the last Thursday of the month at Old Sheepdog Brewery. So if you're in the El Paso area, you can kind of uh make plans. And then this Thursday at Ivy's birthday event. So Kit, when you're ready, go and take it away.
All right, take it away, me. Thank you, Richie. Thanks, everyone. Gonna do two of mine and then the cover. It's a new one, so yeah, shit. The way to survive winter is to survive it. I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful. I think I should tell you as little as possible about hope, about green shoots, snowbanks melting, and roads being patched, because then you'll look for them, and not finding them immediately, you'll give up again. And hope is most lastingly experienced as I have experienced it, as a static shock, something you were unprepared for, something you try to ignore. But before you can crouch back down into a defensive pose, it's already tomorrow. You already made it into a year you didn't think the calendars would ever mark for you. And going to counterbalance that with some old shit. It's one we call rough drafts around here. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Nobody's dead. I was just drunk on eBay. Again. And I'm trying to make the best of a bad situation. Also willing to sell a complete DVD set of Kolchak the Night Stalker. Same kind of deal. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. I got lost in the store. These are obviously too small. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I just panicked. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. This gift was not funny, Greg. This is the last straw. My entire life, people have made fun of me for my incredibly small feet. I remember very clearly the first such instance, when a fourth grade PE teacher said I looked like a hippopotamus trying to balance itself on two toothpicks. For sale. Baby shoes. Never worn. What do you mean? Why did I write never worn on the tag? Because I had space. Are you going to buy them or not? Is this what you do? This your idea of fun? You just go to garage sales and you call people liars? They're just supposed to put up with it? Oh, yeah? Well, maybe your lady protests too much, trash dick. For sale. Baby shoes. Never worn. Welcome to the new baby shoe store. Our founder, Thurman Barkshat III, started in Tacoma, Washington with a $7,000 loan, a property that used to be a circuit city, and a dream that people could find guaranteed, never worn shoes for their babies and infants at a reasonable price. For sale, meta short story collection. Too niche. And so for my cover, I'm going through a phase. I'm in my Frank O'Hara era, you could say. So this is going to be Meditations in an Emergency by Frank O'Hara. Am I to become profligate as if I were a blonde? Or religious as if I were French? Every time my heart is broken, it makes me feel more adventurous. And how the same names keep recurring on that interminable list. But one of these days, there will be nothing left with which to venture forth. Why should I share you? Why don't you get rid of someone else for a change? I am the least difficult of men. All I want is boundless love. Even trees understand me. Good heavens. I lie under them too, don't I? I'm just like a pile of leaves. However, I have never clogged myself with the praises of pastoral life, nor with nostalgia for an innocent past of perverted acts and pastures. No, one need never leave the confines of New York to get all the greenery one wishes. I can't even enjoy a blade of grass unless I know there's a subway handy, or a record store, or some other sign that people do not totally regret life. It is more important to affirm the least sincere. The clouds get enough attention as it is, and even they continue to pass. Do they know what they're missing? My eyes are vague blue like the sky and change all the time. They are indiscriminate but fleeting, entirely specific and disloyal, so that no one trusts me. I'm always looking away, or again at something after it has given me up. It makes me restless, and that makes me unhappy, but I cannot keep them still. If only I had gray, green, black, brown, yellow eyes, I would stay at home and do something. It's not that I am curious. On the contrary, I am bored, but it's my duty to be attentive. I am needed by things, as the sky must be above the earth, and lately so great has their anxiety become, I can spare myself little sleep. Now, there is only one man I love to kiss when he is unshaven. Heterosexuality you are inexorably approaching. How discourage her? Saint Seraphim, I wrap myself in the robes of your whiteness, which is like midnight in Dostoevsky. How am I to become a legend, my dear? I've tried love, but that hides you in the bosom of another, and I am always springing forth from it, like the lotus, the ecstasy of always bursting forth. But one must not be distracted by it, or like a hyacinth, to keep the filth of life away. Yes, there, even in the heart, where the filth is pumped in and courses and slanders and pollutes and determines. I will my will, though I may become famous for a mysterious vacancy in that department, that greenhouse. Destroy yourself if you don't know. It's easy to be beautiful. It is difficult to appear so. I admire you, beloved, for the trap you've set. It's like a final chapter no one reads because the plot is over. Fanny Brown is run away, scampered off with a cornet of horse. I do love that little minx and hope she may be happy, though she has vexed me by this exploit a little too. Poor silly Chichina, or FB as we used to call her. I wish she had a good whipping and 10,000 pounds. Mrs. Thrale. I've got to get out of here. I choose a piece of shawl and my dirtiest suntans. I'll be back. I'll reemerge, defeated from the valley. You don't want me to go where you go, so I go where you don't want me to. It's only afternoon. There's a lot ahead. There won't be any mail downstairs. Turning, I spit in the lock, and the knob turns. Okay. I already did a Tumbleworks about Frank O'Hara. I can't go back to the well so soon. But speaking, that was a do-it-yourself segue right there, because we do, of course, have the Tumbleworks project running every Saturday, or at least most of them, from 1 to 3 Mountain. Generative writing workshop. If you're feeling stuck, maybe we can help you get unstuck. This Saturday, it's going to be Kelly Mary McAllister, our friend from Toronto, and she's going to be incorporating some Canadian history and some visual art history with a presentation on the Group of Seven, group of famous Canadian landscape painters. I did a little bit of research, not too much research though, because I still want to be surprised. So that's Kelly McAllister this Saturday, and then the Saturday after that will be Maria Miranda Maloney, the founder and CEO. Let's go with CEO, the founder and CEO of Mouthfeel Press, and she has a very fun workshop that's sort of a garage sale theme, sort of a we determine whether we want to discard our memories or hold on to them. that kind of thing. So looking forward to that as well. October shaping up pretty nicely as well. In addition to the traditional Day of the Dead workshop with Raquel Mejia, we also have a new presenter, JL Wright, who's signed up to present her first Tumble Words on the 19th. And we also have the returning Nick Paleologos on October 5th. And he's entitled his Spooky Scary Skeletons. Getting in the mood a little early. Halloween is Millennial Christmas. We started as soon as we can. So, and should plug Ivy's show. Ivy, very funny woman, very funny non-binary person, rather. And it's going to be fun to help put together this show on Thursday called Ivy Magana Has No Friends. Plenty of well-wishers, though. So be sure to stop by Old Sheepdog on Thursday and wish them well. The proceeds will go to a charity whose name escapes me at the moment, but it's for autistic and queer people. And then, of course, Friday, the Speakeasy with our friend Chris, our friend Fernando. They're on the radio on Kiss FM weekday mornings. So you can listen to them whenever you need to jolt early in the morning. I think that's all of it. Plugging is hard. It takes more effort to plug stuff than it does to actually do the poems. But I feel your pain, Richie, but it's back to you now.
Yeah, it's a whole genre in its own right. Thank you, Kit. Appreciate it, man. Check out Tumble Words if you guys are free. Thursday, Old Sheepdog, and Friday, Speakeasy. There you go. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna announce next performers just so you guys can kind of be ready. So right now we're gonna stick around in El Paso, and so Julian, we'll get you up next. After Julian is Wall Poet, Luis Camberos, Cassie, and Ed, and then of course we still have more lists. So, but right now we have a debut. He is a songwriter out of El Paso, Texas. He's got some original songs to share with us. Let's welcome for the first time here, Julian Falcon. Hey man, good to see you.
Hey Richie, thank you. So this is an original called Not Your Someone. I just wrote it, so here it is. Tell me that it all isn't real. Anything you say, it won't change any way that I feel. So just go your way. There's nothing you can make me decide that'll change a thing. You can't change as hard as you try, so don't bother me. Oh, I think you want someone to control. Hey, well, I'm not sure someone that you know. Why would you even think to try again? I'm in the need of someone that's a friend. Tell me who you'd like me to be every single day. I know you're too blinded to see everything is gray. Oh, what a time it has been to have ever thought you and me could go anywhere, and I should have known. Oh, I think you want someone to control. Hey, well, I'm not sure someone that you know. Why would you even think to try again? I'm in the need of someone that's a friend. Oh, I think you want someone to control. Hey, well, I'm not sure someone that you know. Thank you. You can follow my Instagram. That's where I have a link to my SoundCloud, where I have a rough demo of this song, but I just wrote it, so it's not, I could probably use some work. So my Instagram is @rockjamjulian. And that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Love that song, an original, and appreciate you for making the time to join us today. If you haven't, yeah, share those links in the chat and I'll forward them as well. So those of you who are watching on YouTube on our live stream, Julian did mention before the show that he had been kind of watching the live stream a little bit for a while, and this was his first time actually signing up to perform. So there's really no timetable for this. You know, if you guys want to share your work, whether it be writing or your music, like take your time till you feel comfortable. But we will gladly welcome you here to the show. So, Julian, hope you can come back. You know, come through. You know, if you have new songs you want to try out, this is exactly what it's for. Or if you just want to hang out on a Monday night, that's the other thing. So beautiful having you here with us. Definitely come back. You know, let's put that there in the chat. Oh, you private me sorry, you messaged me privately, Julian. You can share that with the group chat if you want, and I'll forward that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're gonna go and keep this thing going, and we're gonna do a little bit of traveling now. Our next performer made his debut last Monday, and I hope it's not the last because he's back again. Joining us from Falls Church, Virginia, we have some spoken word poetry from Wall Poets. What's up, man? Good. Glad you made it back. When you're ready, go and take it away. Happy Monday. Oh, you're muted. Yeah.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, cool. I thought it was fun last week. I kind of like that. It's pretty comfortable. I just gotta walk over to my car. So it's all right. We got some poems. Let's go. And I think I'm gonna do similar to what I did last week, where I have like a spoken word type poems and then other ones, and we'll see how it goes. All right. This one's called That Poem. That poem I've always wanted to write. That poem. By that poem, I mean that poem that makes another poet say, I need to pen my poem in a pen plated in palladium to even compete with your poem. This is the make the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end poem. This is my slam poem. This is the Def Poetry Jam prove who's the best of this poetry poem. This is the NBA Jam slam dunk in your face and hear the commentators say, boom, shakalaka poem. If you're over 30, this is the battle rap LL versus Kumo D, Jay-Z versus Nas poem. If you're under 30, this is a Def Poetry Who, and how come he's talking about these old head rappers who have a weak vibe poem. This is the I was supposed to be driving to work, but instead I'm penning this poem in the front seat of my car poem. This is the belt this from your diaphragm and speak from a megaphone poem. This is the like the youngins say, I want all the smoke poem. This is the you mean I have to perform right after him poem? You're damn right poem. This is the I used to shake uncontrollably in front of a crowd, but now I can rock a stage poem. This is the let's start a revolution and rage against the machine poem. This is the I'm the son of immigrants who sacrificed it all so I could have a better chance at the American dream poem. This is the I can't believe I've never tried writing that poem before. This is kind of a fun poem. You mean this is the I just write the word poem at the end of each line to make it a poem? That's a dope idea for a poem. This is the no time for vulnerability or self-reflection poem. I mean, do you really want to hear that kind of poem? I'm sure you don't want to hear how I only truly feel confident on stage, but when I'm off it, social anxiety wraps around my vocal cords, making it hard to speak poem. I stopped performing regularly because I got booed off stage in San Antonio 20 years ago, but I regretted being away for so long every day since poem. That's not the poem you want. Do you really want to hear how I had to get a colonoscopy last week poem? I think I'm having a midlife crisis, so I'm doing what I do best, which is perform for you poem. How about why does it feel like my teenage daughter can't stand being around me poem? Or why does my wife always have to criticize my driving poem? But that's not the poem you want to hear. You want to hear that I can move mountains with just my words poem, that they take me to galaxies never before seen poem, when in reality, my words are drinking Dos Equis in the back of a bar with a plate of yuca con chicharron poem. But guess what? You know what? You just heard a poem that could do both. All right. Move on to another one. Hopefully y'all like that one. All right. Next one is Beautiful Right. Y'all still with me?
Yes, we are. We're loving it.
All right, cool. All right. Beautiful Right. Next one. I wish I could write something beautiful with imagery that sucks you in, perfectly painting pictures, the mundane spring into life, onions and tomatoes falling in love, and the mundane spring into life, onions and tomatoes falling in love on the cutting board, Pablo Neruda watching in delight. I wish you could travel inside my head for days, sharp lefts past visions of stardom, U-turns through indecisiveness, dead ends when insecurities confine movements, wrapping around your legs like vines. I wish I could write something beautiful that weaves stories with ease, express love without being corny, happiness without sunshine, anger without profanity, and power with my words. I wish I could write something beautiful that defies expectations, proves the absence of limits, avoid cliches, reveal my soul. I wish I could explain my need for expression has more to do with rejection than to share my art. I'd show mental scars I carry daily, admit my weaknesses. Obviously, I can't. But if I could, then that would be beautiful. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Two more. All right, next one. Wordplay. I play with words and watch them as they bounce, leap, tumble off the page, stacking them high like Jenga pieces while they reach for the heavens, my own tower of Babel. And with a swipe of my hand, they crash down like a sequoia, branches breaking off, brushing my words to the edge of the page, but they always seem to bounce back to the center. Some words envious of others. The F word furious for not being used as much anymore. Other words consoling him. Oh, while he's a father, teacher, and scholar now, you know. But BS is still glad to be around to keep everyone in check. I and personal pronouns alike are the most conceited, consistently being used, a constant reminder of their author's ego, encouraging self-indulgence by words, play, fight, scream, slash your face when least expected, expected to show intelligence, sometimes can do the opposite. A lackluster vocabulary can cause embarrassment. I make words weep, sit, think, lay lifeless, surprise you by the vivid depiction of emotion, disappoint you when not being used correctly or too verbose. The correct amount on a page in a work of art is created. Too many, you've overdosed. Here's hoping this was just enough. All right, one last one. All right, this one's called La Paz, Bolivia, 1988. Beef, potato stew, and jalapenos that make you cough with just the smell follows you 3 flights of stairs, and the black dog as big as a horse barks away. The teenage housekeeper's room is around the corner from mine. The radio with tape on the antenna plays a rock song that makes your cheeks hit your eyes. Dancing while singing Shot in the Heart, my 13-year-old cousin singing along. At 6, hard to believe thousands of miles between Bolivia and the United States. Thousands of reasons to be homesick. In an instant, it stops. My heart traveled back home to Virginia, where the air wasn't so thin, where English wasn't only spoken in a song on the radio, where I wasn't a gringo vacationing in the mountain-filled city in the heart of South America. When I go there, I miss it here. When I'm here, I'm Wally, he's a Bolivian who's not really Bolivian. Funny because whenever I hear 80s American pop rock sung by singers with too much eyeliner and hairspray, I remember La Paz. Thank you very much. If y'all want to follow me on Instagram, WildPoet82. I'm also on WordPress, WildPoet8. Thanks. It's been fun.
Yeah, man. Fun poems, brilliant poems, like raw, honest. I love it, man. Thanks for joining us, as
Yeah, thank you.
always.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, super fun. The thing about the car, and I think I mentioned this last week, but it's almost like a soundproof little like recording room. It's cool. It really accentuates the voice. As always, glad you're here with us again. Instagram wallpoet82, and check out the WordPress as well, wallpoet8. Um, yeah, beautiful stuff. All right. Hey, how you guys doing? Happy Monday. Welcome to our online mic. We're going to go ahead and keep this thing going. We still have plenty of performers. And we're gonna go ahead and kick things off internationally. We're gonna go to Germany. Wait, I think I saw him join. I want to make sure. Yes. All right. We got Luis Gamberos back in the house where it's super, super early, but we appreciate it anyway. Luis, you here with us, man?
Hey Richie, what's up?
What's up? Good to see you, man. Take it away when
Likewise.
you're ready.
All right. All right, gonna sing two covers, one by Death Cab for Cutie and one by Mitski. But my brain knows better. It picks you up and turns you around, turns you around, turns you around. And if you feel discouraged, then there's a lack of color here. And please don't worry, lover, it's really bursting at the seams, absorbing everything. The spectrum's A to Z. Ooh, And this is fact, not fiction, for the first time in years. And all the girls in every girly magazine can make me feel any less alone. I'm reaching for the phone to call it 703. On your machine I slur a plea for you to come home. But I know it's too late, and I should have given you a reason to stay. Well, giving you a reason to stay. Giving you a reason to stay. Well, giving you a reason to stay. And this is fact, not fiction, for the first time in years. Moon, a hole of light through the big top tent up high, here before and after me, shining down on me. Moon, tell me if I could send up my heart to you, so when I die, which I must do, can you shine down here with you? 'Cause my love is mine, all mine. I love my. Nothing in this world belongs to me but my love. Mine, all mine, all mine. My baby here on earth showed me what my heart was worth. So when it comes to be my turn, could you shine it down here for her? 'Cause my love is mine, all mine. I love free, but my love, mine, oh mine, oh mine. All right, thank you, everyone. My name is Luis Gamberos. I have songs on Spotify, Deezer, whatever is out there. But yeah, if you want to check out the music, I totally can. Again, Richie, as always, and Kit, both of you, you're awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're awesome, dude. Appreciate it. Cool. And also share. You got a link. All right. Let's get. Sorry. Let me get back on here. All right, everyone. That was Luis Gamberos joining us from Germany, very early, but sounding great, man. As always, love the vocals. And yeah, check him out on Spotify. Yeah, Sue, he's really great, right? Thanks for sticking around. Same with Sandy. Again, if you're an EPCC student, check out the live chat. I left some directions for how to get Tejano passport. Essentially, just check out the show. But we do have replays. So the beautiful thing is you don't have to tune in live. If you can't, I know Mondays can be kind of tough sometimes. Um, for once, I had an event tonight that I would have loved to go to, but I'm here with you guys, and I love it. I love that too. But I want to give a shout out to Chris Spencer. Chris Spencer, happy birthday! Having a birthday bash tonight at Mona Bar. We'll be there tomorrow for our open mic. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to Chris Spencer. Sultanes de Yonke is playing. They're a really fun band if you have a chance to catch them in the region. Okay, let's go and keep this going. We are going to go to Canada where we have Cassie in the house. Cassie, what's going on? You here with us? Yeah, there you are. What's up? How you doing?
Okay. I'm here. I'm okay, thanks.
Yeah, cool.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to just pull up this first poem here. A little bit disorganized again this evening. Sorry, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh boy. I love having technical difficulties at the beginning of this. All right, so this first poem is entitled A Beacon of Sorts, the kind unknown. Will you be the heir of a warm string of lights on a quiet, hot summer night? Quiet words that ring out into the distance. Will you envelop me, your touch, grounding me, your glances settling my mind? What have I placed on you? Will it fit well in your crevices? We each have carried so many dreams, lugging them along, dragging behind us, losing bits and pieces along the way. I bring them with me, but I will try to leave some at the doorstep. Okay, so that's an older poem that's a little bit timely in my life at the moment. Then have another timely poem here. Just one moment. All right. So I was debating whether to give to preface this, but I won't. I may just briefly say something about it after. All right. So this poem is called "Mind Your Business, Never Your Mind." When you catch our attention on the sidewalk, we are assuming your housing situation. We are assuming it is your responsibility. We are assuming how you got there is none of our business until the question of whether to give you our spare change comes up. We are mistaking charity for kindness, privilege for worthiness. We are assuming you looking unusual on the corner while talking to someone that we cannot see means your mind is different than ours, that it's left you behind. We are assuming that that could never happen to us. We are ending our line of thought there where the dirt of our we are ending our line of thought there with the dirt of our insular feet. Sorry, with the dirt that our insular feet leave needlessly at the curb. All right, kind of stumbled over the end there. I'm having a technical difficulty. Unfortunately, just bear with me. I'll just be a moment. All right, I was gonna read another poem, but my phone is not gonna cooperate, so unfortunately, I have to leave it there for tonight. Yeah, as usual, if you're looking to follow me online, you can follow me at Relentless Intrigue on Instagram. All right, thank you, Richie. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, thank you, Cassie. And darn that phone, they deprived us of more Cassie. How dare gotta get that fixed, Cassie. We want to hear the poems. Yeah, sorry about that technical difficulty, but hey, maybe next week. All right. Thanks everyone who's been tuning in so far. Welcome to the online mic. We're gonna keep this going and go to Washington, D.C., where we've got some jokes and poems from the one and only Ed Poetastic. Ed, when you're ready, go and take it away.
No problem, but like no other words like thunder. But first, happy birthday to Spencer. Happy birthday to Spencer. Happy birthday to Spencer. Happy birthday to you and many more. All right, my name is Ed Potastic, Hello, Fantastic. Please, in time, you could join my rhyme drawing booth sublime. I got 10 poems and 3 other poems, so I won't take too much time. The first joke is, what city has the largest rodent population? Amsterdam. I watched a documentary about beavers last night. It was the best damn show ever. Why couldn't the chicken find her eggs? Because she mislaid them. A man was hospitalized with 6 plastic horses inside him. The doctor described his condition as stable. Why did the bunny bang his head on the piano? He was playing it by ear. What happens when a sheep, a drum, and a snake fall from a cliff? But don't. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Lean beef. I watched a documentary about. Oh, that's. Sorry about that. Did you hear about the cat who swallowed a ball of yam? Oh, sorry, a ball of yarn. She had a litter of mittens. And last but not least, why did the dog sit in the shade? Because he didn't want to be a hot dog. All right, hope everyone enjoyed those. Hope they, like the bear said, I hope they weren't unbearable. I got my first poem is painfully obvious. I want to say it instead of praying it. Our crazy society, not understanding variety, blindly attacking or always stacking. I understand being oblivious, but why are you so serious? Things don't revolve around you. It's true as the skies and sea are blue. You know what? I'm saying it. No more weighing or debating it. We need more love to brighten our skies above. We need more understanding, no more underhanding. We need more freedom to change the chaotic system. We need more peace over here, the Congo and the Middle East. We need more togetherness to help us in the segregated mist. This is obvious. Please don't be dubious. That's my honest fact. Please don't have a heart attack. It's just my honest opinion. Don't be glued to your dominion. Thank you. And I got one more. No, I got two more. This other one is called Empty Bowl. It's so empty without sympathy. You were a fool once. I was a dunce. Give my love away, thinking they'll stay. Maintain their dreams, efforts up in smoke or steam. I try my absolute best, tearing my heart from my chest. I just wanted them to be happy, but I felt exhausted or crappy. I wanted to do what lovers do, where I reflect on feeling green or blue. Upon this empty bowl is a smile or a scowl, reflecting on happy memories, old fables in today's reality. I know images back of your head, remembering happiness and dread. You are not full, but you are not hollow. You're waiting for tomorrow. It might rain to dry out the pain. It might rain to clear up the stain. It might rain to feed the seed. It might rain to stop the stampede. It might rain to grow your humanity. It might rain to create a river in this poetry. Thank you. And I got my last but not least. This is called Page Not Found. I said last night, computer, you want to fight? I saved on the document. Then I clicked attach and sent. I don't want to write over again. The words needs to end. I was brainstorming like mad. Quotes and opinions I add. My fingers danced on a keyboard. Very easy than on a chalkboard. Now I have to start over again. Where's my papers and pen? Why didn't I take accurate notes? My ideas do swim and float. Now, no, I believe. No, I think. Damn, my thesis start to shrink. Oh, I'm not a fan with stress. I can feel the punches in my chest. Breathe in and out. Be calm, don't shout. I have time, they don't need a pout. It should be about technology. Sorry, computer, no apologies. Why is it backwards and flawed? Hope it won't come out odd. My essay printed on paper. Hope it won't disappear as a vapor. Sometimes tech is a godsend, but it's not. It makes our plans and minds full of knots. Technology can confuse our simple task. What task? Do I really need to ask? I'm finally done. That was fun. Times always seem to run. Wait, my previous essay was saved, but accidentally sent it to Dave. Technology, look what you made me do. Now I'm a buffoon split in two. Thank you.
Technology, what did you make me do? I don't know, but right now, what you can do is share your social media and ways in which you can support your work, Eddie.
You can support my work by coming to this wonderful mic that makes our money light such a delight in the wonderful, fantastic spotlight. All right. But if you want to follow me, please feel free. My Facebook is Eddie Foreman and my IG is EddieForeman92. And remember, if the mic is right, I'll be there to sound my fantastic insight. If you send me a request, if you take a guess, the answer is yes. But I hope everyone stay healthy, safe, and blessed. Never stop spewing or singing the one words outside your chest. Never stop feeling and doing and being your best. And always remember that you're more important than you ever know. Don't stop your flow and never stop your glow. If you don't know, now you know. How I love this show! Woo! El Paso, Texas! I'm sorry. I had ice cream.
Oh, well, now I'm envious, man. Now I want ice cream. No, I appreciate the energy as always. Thank you, Ed. Cool, man. Yeah, and I love that the closer is like a bonus poem at this point, where we all know the words. Yeah, no, yeah. Congrats, man, on the ice cream. Enjoy, enjoy. All right, I think we're coming to the end. Let me double check, make sure nobody signed up. Sometimes people do the sneaky sign up and they're added there and I haven't checked yet. No, we're good. Okay, cool. So guys, again, remember to join us here. We are here every Monday, so come on through and be part of the crew. We are open to anyone, so we'd love to have you. We're going to go ahead and hand it over to our closer. He's usually in charge of finishing the night. So without further ado, Dan, when you are ready, turn on your camera and we will announce you. Again, if you're an EPCC student and you want Tejano Passports credit, shoot me an email. The instructions are in the live chat. Watch the replay and email me. Let me know about the open mic. What did you think about it? Who did you enjoy? What stuck out to you? What line stood out? All right, Dan, where are you? You ready?
Give me 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Dan, I'm not gonna sit here for 2 minutes. Ice cream delicious. Yeah. Oh, ice cream delirious. Yeah, same here. Same here.
I'm sorry,
All
I have to
right.
clean up the kitchen.
Okay.
Sorry. Give me 2
I
minutes. Let me find my book.
get a preview of the Dan room.
Hold on.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna stall, I guess. This is a throwback to the days. We've been doing this since April of 2020. I didn't announce it today. I usually announce it at the beginning of the show. Every single Monday. Dan's been here the whole time. Same with Kit. Did Kit make it back? Let me double check. Oh yeah, there you are. Okay. Screen's off. Computer. Yeah. Yeah. So again, if you want to sign up early, we do have a link tree that is available on most of our social media sites, including our YouTube channel. There's links on the top of like by our banner on the upper right hand side. If you follow us on Instagram, we have a link in our bio, and I believe on Facebook we also have a link in the about section of our Facebook page. I'm coming really, really, really close to getting a website completed and finished. So that could also make things a lot easier for a lot of people, where everything will be in one place, including not just the online events, but live events, in-person events, that is, around the El Paso region, including our partners in Las Cruces. I believe there are some things coming up. Yeah, so these are the announcements. I'm gonna start with the announcements. All right, I guess before as Dan is cleaning. No, you got your book. All right. Well, here you go, Dan. When you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for a little delay. I was cleaning the kitchen downstairs. Yeah. Yeah. Who could make it fit? Who can make the fair? It was all the layers. Upstairs, downstairs. Yeah. It's all with the fairs and with layers. All right. All right. Well, okay, I'm gonna make it quick. Let me see if I can make it quick. Well, I see no breakthrough yet, but I still don't go to drive-throughs because you know me and I know you. Yeah, I don't have an IQ, but look into on view. Well, it looks like who knew who could slew all the work all around New Orleans in the rue. Well, gotta stick like glue, but try not to get any flu, or if you know what I mean, cute. Yeah. So there's always the redo. Yeah, and yeah, I need a shampoo. Ah, yeah, just like my street's just an avenue, almost. Well, I think I need a barbecue or the backaroo, the boogaloo. All right, well, we still have the USA, red, white, and blue. And yep, there's a panoramic view. There's catch 22. Try and true through and through. All the good switcheroo. Yep, and poetry and you. All right. Okay, guys. Just keep following me on Facebook. Still in the middle of editing the 10-year anniversary of my blog. So, okay, guys. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next Monday. And um, uh, I don't know if I'm gonna be at. I don't know if I'm gonna be at the. Where are we going? Mona Bar or Rosewood tomorrow? Okay. But anyway, if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see if I can see you guys. Um, when's the Craft River and Butte Brews? I think I'm due. I think I'm due downtown for the comedy round. Yeah. Yeah, the Chico Fest Comedy Festival. Oh, speaking of fest, well, let's tell out the rest. Besides Chico Town Festival, the El Paso Film Festival, the Way Out West Festival. Yep, 3 festivals coming in September. Yeah, according if you don't remember, according to Green Day, wake me up when September ends. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much. You have a good night. All right, Richie, let's go ahead and call it a night.
All
I
right.
still have a
So, really quick, guys, if you're on the live chat still, this Friday I posted a link to our event at Craft Rhythm and Brews. We're featuring Jordan and Taylor. Come on by, artwork by Diego Robot. That's going to be a heck of an event. It's going to be super fun. Get there early because the sign up does fill up quickly, and because we do a featured artist, there are limited spots. There's not as many as normal. But otherwise, thanks for coming through, guys. Make sure if you're watching this, like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't. All those things are ways in which you can help support this program, the venue. And again, the more you do that kind of stuff, it pushes it out to more people. Feed the algorithm gods. My name is Rich. You can follow me at Deadwall Reveries. And again, EPCC students, I look forward to your emails, and I'll see you on campus. Have a good night, guys. See you next Monday.